So last week just saw the completion of the 2019 Smart China Expo. It was the second installment, the biggest tech expo in Southwest China.
The great event has also attracted over 800 companies from 28 countries and regions to showcase their latest technologies. And what worth mentioning, there were also 13 Nobel laureates and also touring and fields awardees who all participated and shared their ideas in relevant industries.
This year's Expo also attracted a lot of industry leaders and policymakers to discuss China's recent technological development and their plans for the future.
And of course, iChongqing were on the location for the 4 days, and we were doing live stream and interviews as well as photos and videos are shared on our website and social media accounts.
That's right. But Xiao, I wanted to know, what is the thing about the Expo that excited you the most?
Well, I have to say it was really a mind-blowing experiences. So we did a tour around the pavilions. We saw a huge amount of technologies that's so interesting, fresh, and cutting edge like ones. So there were a couple I have to mention. The first is there is a fancy 3D printed sports car. Well, trust me, it's so perfect. Yeah, this one just displayed at the one pavilion. And it is that there were it took 16 hours to print it out. And also if you put real engine inside, it can run as a normal car on the road.
Yeah, so this is not one of your little toy printed 3D cars. This is a 3D car that can run like a proper 3D car.
Yeah, so in the future, if you just want a car, just 16 hours, print 1 hour.
Print one. Don't need to buy a car.
It's really a lot of imaginary in these kind of things. Also, a bionic arm, that is surprised us a lot because it's a product that really bring a lot of benefits to those who suffer from accident or for one reason or another lost their arms. The function of it is because when you want to move your arms, right? So there are gonna be some electronic signals sent from your brain to your arms. And this bionic arm will pick up these signals and react to your brain, just follow what you want in your brain. So that's the thing. We were on the spot, right?
Yeah, we actually had a couple of reporters doing a live stream who met a guy who was wearing one of these bionic arms and were able to interact with him and feel the arm and shake his hand.
Exactly.
And I think the bionic arm is a good example of technology that can really help certain people. I mean, we have a lot of technology that is just wasting time, more computer games and all that stuff. But here is a kind of technology that can really help improve someone's life, and I think that's worth mentioning. But another thing that we saw at the Expo this year was something even more astonishing, like an artificial heart.
Yeah.
And not only is it an artificial heart, but it's an artificial heart that can be used fairly soon.
Yeah, because it can replace the problematic ones. Because nowadays, the heart, heart problems can be really vital, to cause a cancer, to cause death, people, right? But this artificial arm produced made in Chongqing, and it is the first in China, and very soon it can put on the market. And the people can benefit, the patients can benefit, the artificial one to replace the problem ones.
But not only did we see artificial hearts, we also saw 5G-enabled remote surgery, which is where one doctor is able to instruct another doctor about how to do a specific surgery hundreds of miles away from where he is.
At the Smart China Expo venue, there is a company called Haifu Medical Technology from Chongqing. Actually, one expert from the company was directing a surgery that is 3,000 kilometers away, that's in Singapore. Wow. Yeah, he's directing the Singapore doctor to do the surgery, and it was a great success. And it is that the latency of the time during this was only less than 80 milliseconds.
That is pretty much real time.
There are also something quite exciting about the competitions. There is an international drone race competition. It brought together, international teams, 38 racers from 9 countries. Yeah, to participate in the competition, it's totally international, huge one to see who is faster.
And these are not the small drones that you can buy in the supermarket. These are drones that can fly upwards about 160 kilometers an hour. Proper racing drones. People are controlling them with VR glasses on their faces, looking at the point of view from the drone itself as they fly them around. Hugely cool. I mean, those things are going so fast, just going all over the place.
So the 5G network covering that venue to make all these transmissions between the control thing and the drone is very smooth, and also come to a great success of the game.
And speaking of robots and stuff flying around, what we also saw at this year's Expo was autonomous driving cars. So these are cars that can drive entirely by themselves. And we actually had a couple of reporters trying out these cars, sitting in them, just leaning back and letting the car do all the driving. And what's special about these cars is not only can they drive for themselves, they can of course stop for obstacles, they can stop when people are on the road, but they can also communicate with each other through the 5G network. So not only is the car driving itself, but it can actively communicate with the cars around it. So maybe one day, if you are traveling with another couple in a car, maybe those two cars can stay connected and not get, separated from each other in your travels, driving wherever you're going. That sounds pretty cool to me.
Very much, actually. So this year's Smart China Expo was a great success. And I can't wait to see the Smart China Expo 2020. What technologies we can expect then? We
already saw so much new stuff this year that next year's just going to be even bigger and even more crazy.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in technology, you can find all the articles that we did on the Smart China Expo, all the videos, all the photos. It's all posted on our website and on our social media accounts. So make sure you follow that there. But the Smart China Expo is not the only cool thing happening in Chongqing. Because soon we're going to have the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Yes, and the 70th anniversary of the founding of People's Republic of China. That will be on during October. And for sure, there are going to be great celebration nationwide.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for more episodes of Chongqing Vibe, where you can find out more about all these events coming up. And we are, of course, going to be guiding you through all of them. See you next time.